as always, is what we've started on with. But real estate, that's the space to look at in terms of today's session, where you have real estate giant DLF, who's re-entering the Mumbai market with its first premium residential project, which is the Westpark Phase 1 in partnership with Trident Realty. Anushi brings in more details. Anushi, a re-entry in the Indian market for DLF. What are the details that you're picking up and anything that analysts are telling you?
Certainly, all eyes would be on the real estate sector, especially considering that DLF is one of the biggest in the space and it is re-entering the Mumbai market again. And this company is launching it with the Westpark Phase 1 project that we are seeing. This is in partnership with Trident Realty as specified. Now, what this first phase included includes 4 towers, which will be coming in picture, and this would be with 416 flats. Built-up area is something of 57,510 square feet that we are looking at. And if we see the overall potential of this, again, it is a significant one considering that the ticket size in the range of 6 to 9 crore each. Expected completion by June 32 that we are looking at. The timeline for the second phase is something that we should be focusing on going forward on what is the outlook over there. Now this project will be developed in 2 phases. So that's the kind of outlook that we are building in for this current project that we are looking at. But even if you see the earlier history with MMR region, this is DLF's re-entry after almost 2 decades that we are looking at. Firstly, it had acquired a 17-acre mill land plot for 700 crore in Lower Parel in 2005, but because of global financial crisis in 2008 and even the debt picture back then, the company had to sell this land parcel to improve its balance sheet to Lodha developers in 2012 for a consideration of 2,700 crore. So it's a strategic re-entry that we are looking at in MMR region to capture on the premium residential space that we are looking at. Now, Kotak expects about 2,000 to 2,500 crore of pre-sales coming in from this project, which is considerably smaller considering the other projects that we have looked at for DLF, especially seeing its dominance in the NCR region especially. If we look at the Privana North project, that had almost reached the 11,000 crore of sales mark in this first quarter itself, which led them to almost achieving 50% of this guidance in just this 1 quarter itself. If you are seeing the timeline also in terms of how the pre-sales have shaped up so far, we are looking at 21,000 crore of mark, and this is the 2025 picture that we are building in. The management does expect this range to remain. They are seeing about 20 to 22,000 crore of pre-sales for the current year as well. So this number is something that we should be watching out forward as well, because the management is focusing on keeping this 20,000 crore of mark going forward. In terms of where the launch pipeline is concerned, 17,000 crore is the mark that we are looking at. This includes the Privana North project along with Mumbai and Goa project, which will be coming up in the second half. Dahlias is something we should be watching out for considering it's a big ticket size order project that we are seeing. But this is the overall picture that we are building for DLF. Certainly an interesting launch that we are looking at, and it's re-entry in the MMR region.